Welcome to our exploration of Bible stories, where ancient narratives come alive with significance and deeper meanings. These stories are not just tales from the past, they are timeless lessons that resonate with our lives today. Each narrative invites us to reflect on profound themes such as love, sacrifice, and redemption, offering insights into the nature of humanity and our relationship with the divine. As we embark on this journey, we will uncover the layers of wisdom embedded within these texts, encouraging a fresh perspective on familiar accounts. This series aims to set the tone for thoughtful exploration, prompting us to consider how these stories shape our understanding of faith and morality. Together, we will delve into the rich tapestry of biblical narratives, discovering how they illuminate our paths and inspire us to live with purpose. Join us as we embark on this enlightening adventure through the pages of Scripture. In the beginning, the book of Genesis unfolds with the magnificent story of creation, where God brings the universe into existence. This narrative emphasizes themes of beginnings and purpose, illustrating the intentionality behind every element of creation. From the separation of light and darkness to the formation of land and sea, each day reveals a deliberate act of creation, culminating in the creation of humanity. The relationship between God and humanity is central to this story, as humans are made in God's image, endowed with dignity and purpose. This divine connection highlights the inherent value of life and the responsibility that comes with it. As we explore this foundational story, we recognize the significance of our beginnings and the call to steward the world around us. The creation story sets the stage for understanding the profound relationship we share with the Creator and the world, inviting us to reflect on our own purpose in life. The story of Adam and Eve, found in Genesis 2-3, serves as a profound exploration of free will, temptation, and the consequences of choices. In the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve are presented with the freedom to choose their path, a gift from God that highlights humanity's autonomy. However, this freedom comes with the weight of responsibility. The serpent tempts Eve to eat from the forbidden tree, presenting knowledge as an alluring prize. This moment encapsulates the essence of temptation, where desire clashes with divine command. The choice to eat the fruit leads to profound consequences, not just for Adam and Eve, but for all humanity. Their disobedience introduces sin and separation from God, illustrating how choices can have far-reaching effects. This narrative emphasizes the importance of understanding our decisions, the nature of temptation, and the inevitable outcomes that follow. It invites reflection on how we navigate our own choices in life. Through Cain and Abel, we learn that love and responsibility must triumph over jealousy and rivalry. Cain, a farmer, and Abel, a shepherd, both present offerings to God. However, God favors Abel's offering over Cain's, igniting a fierce jealousy within Cain. This jealousy spirals into a tragic act of violence as Cain ultimately murders his brother. This narrative starkly illustrates the destructive power of envy and the consequences of unchecked emotions. Moreover, the tale emphasizes the importance of accountability. When God confronts Cain about Abel's whereabouts, Cain famously responds, "Am I my brother's keeper?" This question highlights a critical theme, our responsibility towards one another. The story serves as a poignant reminder that our actions have profound effects on those around us, urging us to cultivate empathy and accountability in our relationships. The story of Noah's Ark, found in Genesis 6-9, is a profound narrative that highlights the significance of faith and obedience in the face of overwhelming odds. Noah, chosen by God, exemplifies unwavering faith as he builds the ark despite societal ridicule. His obedience to God's command not only saves his family but also preserves the animal species, showcasing the importance of following divine guidance. After the flood, God establishes a covenant with humanity, symbolized by the rainbow, promising never to destroy the earth again by water. This covenant reflects God's mercy and commitment to creation, emphasizing that even amidst judgment, hope remains. The story serves as a reminder of the consequences of human actions and the necessity of living in accordance with God's will. Ultimately, Noah's Ark teaches us about the power of faith, the importance of obedience, and the everlasting nature of God's promises to humanity. The story of the Tower of Babel, found in Genesis 11, serves as a powerful reminder of the dangers of pride and unchecked ambition. Humanity, united in language and purpose, sought to build a tower that reached the heavens, aiming to make a name for themselves. This ambition, however, was met with divine intervention. God observed their efforts and recognized the potential for chaos that such pride could unleash. In response, he confused their language, scattering them across the earth. This act not only highlights the consequences of human arrogance, but also introduces the rich diversity of languages and cultures we see today. The confusion of tongues serves as a lesson on humility, emphasizing that no single group can claim supremacy. Instead, it invites us to appreciate the beauty of diversity, reminding us that our differences can enrich our shared human experience, fostering unity in the face of ambition gone awry. The story of Abraham and Isaac is a profound narrative that delves into the themes of faith, sacrifice, and the testing of beliefs. In this gripping account, God commands Abraham to sacrifice his beloved son, Isaac, a request that tests the very core of Abraham's faith. As they journey to the mountain, the tension builds, illustrating the emotional turmoil of a father faced with an unimaginable choice. Abraham's unwavering obedience showcases his deep trust in God, believing that even in the face of loss, God's plan would prevail. Just as Abraham prepares to sacrifice Isaac, an angel intervenes, providing a ram as a substitute offering. This pivotal moment not only highlights the concept of divine provision, but also foreshadows future sacrifices in biblical history. Ultimately, this story challenges us to reflect on our own faith and the sacrifices we make, urging us to trust in a higher purpose even amidst trials and uncertainties. In Genesis 28, Jacob's dream of a ladder reaching to heaven symbolizes the profound connection between the divine and the earthly realm. This dream serves as a pivotal moment in Jacob's life, marking his encounter with God. The ladder represents a bridge, illustrating that God is not distant but actively involved in human affairs. As angels ascend and descend, we see the themes of divine communication and guidance. This dream reveals that dreams can be more than mere visions. They can be portals to understanding our purpose and God's plan for us. Jacob's response to this encounter is one of awe and reverence, acknowledging the sacredness of the place. The story emphasizes that divine encounters can happen in unexpected moments, reminding us to remain open to the spiritual dimensions of our lives. Ultimately, Jacob's ladder invites us to explore our own connections with the divine and the dreams that inspire our journeys. The story of Joseph, found in Genesis 37, chapter 50, is a powerful narrative of resilience and forgiveness. Joseph, favored by his father Jacob, faced betrayal from his brothers, who sold him into slavery. Despite the adversity he encountered, including false accusations and imprisonment, Joseph remained steadfast in his faith. His resilience shines through as he interprets dreams, ultimately rising to power in Egypt. This journey illustrates that adversity can lead to a greater purpose. When famine struck, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt seeking help, and instead of seeking revenge, he forgave them, demonstrating the transformative power of forgiveness. Joseph's story teaches us that our struggles can prepare us for future challenges and opportunities. It emphasizes the importance of maintaining faith and integrity in difficult times. Ultimately, Joseph's life exemplifies how resilience and forgiveness can lead to reconciliation and a fulfilling purpose, inspiring us to embrace our own adversities with hope and grace. The story of Moses and the Exodus is a powerful narrative of liberation and faith in action. It begins with Moses, chosen by God, who confronts Pharaoh to demand the release of the Israelites from slavery. This confrontation symbolizes the struggle against oppression and the quest for freedom. The plagues that follow serve as divine signs showcasing God's power and the importance of faith in overcoming adversity. As the Israelites flee Egypt, they experience both fear and hope, illustrating the complexities of their journey. The parting of the Red Sea stands as a monumental testament to faith, where the Israelites step into the unknown, trusting in God's promise of deliverance. This journey from oppression to freedom not only highlights the significance of liberation, but also emphasizes the role of community and collective faith. Ultimately, Moses and the Exodus remind us that faith in action can lead to profound transformation and new beginnings. The Ten Commandments found in Exodus 20 serve as a cornerstone for moral law and community ethics. These commandments outline fundamental principles that govern human behavior, emphasizing the importance of respect for God and others. They establish a framework for societal values, promoting justice, integrity, and accountability. Each commandment addresses key aspects of life, from honoring parents to prohibiting theft and murder, highlighting the significance of interpersonal relationships and communal harmony. These laws were not merely rules, but a divine blueprint for living in a way that fosters peace and mutual respect. By adhering to these principles, communities can cultivate an environment where individuals thrive and relationships flourish. The Ten Commandments remind us that moral law is essential for societal stability, guiding us toward ethical decision-making. As we reflect on these ancient teachings, we uncover timeless truths that resonate deeply within our modern lives, encouraging us to uphold justice and compassion in our communities. The story of David and Goliath is a powerful narrative that resonates with the themes of courage and faith. In 1 Samuel 17, we encounter young David, a shepherd boy who faces the giant Goliath, a formidable warrior. This tale exemplifies the classic underdog narrative, where the seemingly weak triumphs against overwhelming odds, David's unwavering faith in God empowers him to confront Goliath armed only with a sling and 5 stones. His courage inspires not just the Israelites, but also those who feel small in the face of life's giants. The battle is not merely physical, it symbolizes the struggles we all face, whether they be fear, doubt, or adversity. David's victory teaches us that faith can move mountains and that true strength often lies within. This story encourages us to embrace our challenges with courage, reminding us that giants can be defeated when we stand firm in our beliefs. The story of Solomon's wisdom, found in 1 Kings 3, highlights the profound importance of discernment and justice. When approached by God, Solomon famously requested wisdom to govern his people effectively. This act of humility set the stage for a reign characterized by fairness and insight. The famous judgment of the 2 mothers claiming the same baby exemplifies Solomon's exceptional ability to see beyond appearances, revealing the true mother through her selfless love. This narrative emphasizes that wisdom is not merely knowledge, but the ability to make just decisions that reflect compassion and understanding. In a world often clouded by bias and quick judgments, Solomon's story encourages us to pursue wisdom actively. It reminds us that discernment is crucial when navigating complex moral landscapes. Ultimately, the pursuit of wisdom and justice is a timeless call, urging us to seek deeper truths in our own lives and communities. The story of Jonah and the whale is a profound narrative that delves into themes of obedience, mercy, and the universality of God's love. Jonah, a reluctant prophet, initially flees from God's command to warn the city of Nineveh about impending destruction. His attempt to escape leads him into the belly of a great fish, a place of darkness and reflection. This experience teaches Jonah about the importance of obedience to God's will, even when it feels uncomfortable. As Jonah ultimately fulfills his mission, we see God's mercy in action. Nineveh repents, and God spares the city. This story emphasizes that God's love extends beyond Israel, highlighting the universality of his compassion for all humanity. It challenges us to consider our own responses to divine calls and reminds us that mercy is available to everyone, regardless of their past. Jonah's journey is a timeless reminder of the transformative power of obedience and love. In the parable of the Good Samaritan, Jesus illustrates the essence of compassion and neighborly love, challenging societal norms. A man is attacked and left for dead, ignored by those who should have helped him. However, a Samaritan, often despised by the Jews, stops to assist him. This act of kindness transcends cultural barriers, emphasizing that true neighborliness knows no boundaries. The Samaritan tends to the man's wounds and ensures he receives care, demonstrating that love and compassion are universal virtues. Jesus uses this story to redefine who our neighbors are, urging us to act with empathy towards those in need, regardless of societal divisions. The message is clear. Compassion is not just a feeling, but an action that breaks down barriers. In a world often divided, the Good Samaritan reminds us that love and kindness can unite us, encouraging us to extend our hands and hearts to everyone we encounter. The story of the prodigal son found in Luke 15 beautifully illustrates the themes of forgiveness, redemption, and the unconditional love of a parent. In this parable, a wayward son demands his inheritance and squanders it in reckless living. When famine strikes, he finds himself destitute and decides to return home, hoping for mercy. The father's response is nothing short of extraordinary. He runs to embrace his son, demonstrating a love that transcends disappointment. This act of forgiveness highlights the power of redemption, showing that no matter how far one strays, there is always a path back to love and acceptance. The older brother's resentment serves as a reminder of the struggle between justice and grace. Ultimately, the prodigal son's journey emphasizes that true love is not contingent on behavior, but is a steadfast force that welcomes the lost back into the fold, celebrating their return with joy and compassion. In the Gospel of John, we encounter the miraculous story of Jesus feeding the 5,000, a profound narrative that highlights themes of provision, faith, and the miracle of sharing. As the crowd gathered, hungry and weary, Jesus asked his disciples how they could feed such a multitude. Faced with limited resources, a boy offered 5 barley loaves and 2 fish, a seemingly insignificant contribution. Yet Jesus took this small offering, blessed it, and distributed it among the people. Miraculously, everyone ate and was satisfied, with 12 baskets of leftovers collected afterward. This event emphasizes that faith can transform scarcity into abundance. It reminds us that even the smallest acts of generosity can lead to extraordinary outcomes when shared with love. The miracle serves as a testament to God's provision and the importance of community, illustrating how collective faith and sharing can meet the needs of many, fostering unity and hope in challenging times. In Luke 15, Jesus shares the poignant parable of the lost sheep. illustrating God's unwavering pursuit of each individual. Imagine a shepherd who, upon discovering one sheep missing from his flock of 100, leaves the 99 to search for the one lost. This story reveals the immense value God places on every soul, emphasizing that no one is too insignificant to be sought after. The shepherd's relentless search mirrors God's love and dedication towards humanity, showcasing that every person matters in his eyes. When the lost sheep is found, the joy that follows signifies the celebration of redemption and reconciliation. This parable invites us to reflect on our own lives, reminding us that even in our moments of wandering, we are never beyond reach. God's grace is always pursuing us, highlighting the profound truth that every individual is cherished and worthy of love, no matter their circumstances. The resurrection of Jesus, as narrated in Matthew 28, stands as a cornerstone of Christian faith, symbolizing profound hope and renewal. After the crucifixion, the empty tomb serves as a powerful testament to the promise of eternal life. This event not only signifies Jesus' victory over death, but also embodies the assurance that renewal is possible, even in the darkest moments of despair. The angel's message to the women at the tomb, "He is not here, he is risen," ignites a spark of joy and transformation, encouraging believers to embrace the possibility of new beginnings. This narrative invites us to reflect on our own lives, recognizing that through faith, we can rise above our challenges and experience spiritual rebirth. The resurrection is a reminder that hope is never lost and every ending can give way to a new chapter filled with divine purpose and everlasting life. As we conclude our exploration of these timeless Bible stories, we uncover profound truths that resonate deeply within our personal faith journeys. Each narrative, from creation to resurrection, invites us to reflect on our own lives, encouraging us to embrace beginnings, confront challenges, and seek redemption. The themes of love, sacrifice, and hope are not just historical accounts, they are relevant today, reminding us of the power of faith in overcoming adversity and the importance of community and compassion. These stories challenge us to examine our choices, to recognize the impact of our actions, and to understand the significance of our relationships with others and with God. They inspire us to cultivate a faith that is active and alive, urging us to share our blessings and extend grace. Ultimately, these narratives serve as a guiding light, illuminating the path of our spiritual growth and reinforcing the timeless relevance of faith in our lives.